Here, fancy a quick one? Well, this is the Northeast Long Branch 1943 Sten Mk.2. Right, so this is interesting. If you remember the Mark V that I did just over 2 weeks ago, I said that Northeast sent me 2 of their babies, and this is the second one. Okay, so you get a parts list, nice, an instruction manual, and I would suggest this would pretty much be identical to the Mark V instruction manual. Apart from the obvious furniture differences, this is it. So, you get your full steel mag. 32 rounds, the stock. Again, steel, and the bad boy itself, the Mark II. And again, the weight is something else, considering all it does is spit out 6mm plastic little balls. Amazing! And that, my airsoft friends, is exactly why I love airsoft. You got all the benefits of something that looks amazing for reenactments and movie making, but then you get to play airsoft with them too. Ha! Now remember, it's a Sten, so there's a couple of things you want to do before you do anything. So the second you get it out of the box, turn your magazine housing to its correct position. And that nice big audible click tells you that the barrel nut catch is safely secured. Then the next thing you need to do is put your stock on. Decent, would you look at that? Come on. And naturally it's gas, so there's your gas valve. And of course I'll be using green gas. Now of course, this being the Sten Mk.2, almost identical. However, as you can see, a couple of the most obvious differences being the stock, no foregrip, and of course on the Mark II you have this more basic front sight, whereas on the Mark V you're treated to a very nice Lee-Enfield front sight. You'll also see other small differences, for example the trigger guard is a different shape. Other than that, pretty much the same thing of pure awesomeness. So, as I've already done a fairly extensive review of that bad boy, and this is pretty much going to be the same in terms of operation, let's just get straight to just looking at the markings and then getting it ready for an accuracy and chrono test. Now, those of you with eagle eyes would have noticed earlier on there are more markings right up inside the mag well, but that relates to where this was physically made, not to the Sten. So before I fill it up with gas and BBs, let me just tell you that your front sight is adjustable. And of course you have your mag release, your cocking handle, your select fire between semi and full auto, your rear sight, your sling point, and again that very nice flat trigger. And even though I showed you the process in the Mark V video, it'll be naughty of me not to show you again how to adjust the hop up. Because, you know, who's to say people watching this video have already watched that? Not necessarily. So, mag out. Return your magazine housing back down there. For me, this is all to do with safety as well. Just putting it in a complete safe state. Then you need to remove your barrel nut and barrel. And then right here is your hop-up adjustment. You just spin that either way, for up or down. And then you can put your barrel back on, making sure it's all aligned correctly. In fact, if you don't align it correctly, this will not go back in. For example, let me take it off again, try and put it in any other way, it's just going to wobble around on the top until you turn it around the correct way and it slots into place. Right, let's get that magazine housing back in again, and again listen out for that click and for that to drop into that hole. Nice. Okay, so, oh, by the way, remember I did a review on these bad boys right here? Well, and I said you could win yourself one, but you won't know how exactly I'm going to do it or when. Well, this is how it's going to work very quickly. After you've watched this video, go back to my previous video, which was the Maruzen P99, the James Bond one. Drop in the comment section there what airsoft sidearm or primary you would use those tracer units on. But you put that in or on the Maruzen P99 video comment section, not this one. If you do it on this one, it will be ignored. So 7 seconds of gas. Roughly. Got the BBs in, and by the way, I'll choose a winner for the tracer unit in March. Might do it random, or I might choose. Probably do it random, because I'll get accused of all sorts if I don't. Do you know, both of these platforms are of a steel construction, but you can see there's like a different colour tone between the two, but they both look awesome. Right, so just like the MK5, if you look at the cocking handle, and then look on the other side, you can see that it's protruding right there. So you literally cannot move it. What you have to do is pull, and then you can bring it back, you can bring it up here, ready but safe. Grab your mag and release your cocking handle, and it will sit right there. And note, open bolt. Okay, I just want to make sure it works, and I tell you what, I want you to see the bolt in action, so let me do it from the other side. My eye protection is secure. Oh, 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 she kicks nice. Let's go full auto. I tell you what, that was satisfying. I noticed a slight delay, just a little one, and then it continued perfectly after that. Yeah, mag empty. And again, just like the Northeast MK5, after the last round has been spent, it would be nice if the bolt stops, but it doesn't. However, there is a mod you can do to the mag where that will happen, but once again, not recommended. I tell you, a nice little neat thing about having a channel like this and having so many airsoft primaries and sidearms is that you get to learn. You really do get to learn. So on this particular one, and it states it in the manual as well, if ever you're running this bad boy and say it starts to misfeed, or there's some hesitation, or it starts to malfunction, like anything you have in airsoft or otherwise, a little maintenance goes a long way. So in the manual, it does state, you see those couple of screws there? Make sure those are nice and tight. There are other screws, but as I said, it's all in the manual. This bad boy is ready to rumble for the chrono. There you go, that's absolutely awesome for CQB. You're looking at about 330. Sometimes you can get 370 out of these things. Depends on the gas, depends on the temperature, depends where you are. again was satisfying. Now, it began to run out of gas. I will say this, the accuracy, let me not beat around the bush, let me just get straight to the point, that was perfect. So there you go, this is the Northeast Airsoft Long Branch 1943 Mark II. Please do check out my video for the Mark V if you're interested for more gas blowback fun. And remember, the giveaway for the tracer units, all you have to do is to go to my Maruzen P99 video and just comment there what sidearm or primary you would want to put that tracer unit on if you want it. And remember, there's more than one, so there'll be more than one opportunity. Thanks for watching. Thanks again to Northeast Airsoft for sending me these bad boys. I really do appreciate it. They were fun to use, so authentic looking. Let me see if this will work. I'm gonna send out some vibes. Northeast Airsoft, please, please, please consider making one of these, or at least one of its variants. Come on, you've already dabbled in the area of Enfield. Dabble a bit more and give us one of these bad boys in gas blowback.